Welcome to Stories from the River, a show in which we go behind the scenes at Broad River Retail.
Hey, welcome to the third annual Home Furnishing Expert Soirée, a premier partner event. So I'm talking to you guys. Woo! That's my Ric Flair. Hey, if you're a first-time expert, can you stand up, please? First time. We got some first-timers. Marlon, Stephanie, Virgie, Sandy, Rebecca, Raj. Hey, Raj, we got Amira, everyone. Hey, and some of them aren't here. Sandy has been with Broad River for 8 years, and she's been $1 million memory maker like for 8 years. And this is her first time to be an expert. Give it up for Sandy Ruling. All right. And Dan will be celebrating 10 years of writing $1 million next year. We got to celebrate him. Thank you guys for your first time. Y'all can sit down. Because in Kota over here, Mr. Special Kota, he was just on the podcast. You can get an expert and then you can lose it. And then Kota, isn't it harder to get it back? He got it back. Never wants to lose it again. And the thing is, I mean, Kota is now going to be a $1 million memory maker for his 4th time this year, but he's not been an expert every time. But the thing about it is, here's the thing. I'm serious. Here's the thing. Jim, I'm trying to give a speech over here. It is 2 to 3 times harder to be an expert than it is to be $1 million writer at Broad River. And it's not easy to be $1 million writer, and it's 300% harder to be an expert. And so, so why do we do this? Because retail's not easy, is it? It's a grind every single day to go after the goals, to try to get better every single day. I see a lot of head nods. Yeah, we know, we get it. It's not easy. And you want to go to a place. For Manny and I, we said, hey, wouldn't it be better if you worked at a place where you're not just tolerated, but you're celebrated? And so tonight is to celebrate the best of the best. You don't just want to be tolerated, you want to be celebrated. So we're renting out the best restaurant in the Carolinas and saying, hey, y'all aren't taking anyone's money, but taking our money tonight. So we got 44 special people, and they're plus ones who we got to celebrate. Our partners are in, and we only do this once a year. And so thank you guys for all that you do. I heard Jamar. Where's Jamar? He's the Pacesetter this year. He and Dane are the Pacesetters. I don't know, 1 and 2, 2 and 1, 1 and 2, going back and forth. Now Jamar is like a fine wine. He just gets better with age. You like that fine wine? He brought his sister here. Yeah, I love it. He brought his beautiful sister, and Jamar's like a fine wine. And Jamar said, now that I told him I'm having surgery tomorrow, he said he's ready to finally do that race with me. It's like, what happened in the last 3 years? But Jamar he's a special dude. He's been with us for several years. But he's just now having his best year. He's serious. This Dreamville table back here, and thanks for letting Rebecca sit there. The Dreamville table, appreciate what you guys are doing this year. Where's Rich Smith and the Cary Crushers? You guys are crushing it this year. You guys, this is a down year at retail, but it's not a down year at the river, because you guys are crushing it. And you're not saying, hey, people are buying less houses or financing or credit's tighter. You're like, no, I'm going to go do, hey, what Coach Stacy says, the number one buying decision is they pulled into the parking lot. And we're going to go figure out what we need to do to get better. And then you look at a guy like Jamar, a guy like Dane, and you just go do it. A guy like Jim Walker, Mr. Laydown, he's been doing it. That's right. We all know the nickname. Frank the Tank. He can take 3 months off and still rate $2 million. But listen, Jamar said he's been an expert for 7 years. We thought it was pretty special to say, hey, listen, at retail, there's nothing else like this. There's nothing like a career pathing at retail. We said, well, hey, how can we have career pathing at retail? So we said HFA, HFC, HFP, and we launched that at the beginning of 2016. And then we said, hey, there's one more level. We left something out, Dwayne. We left something out. There's the E, the expert, the elite, the special forces, the creme de la creme, the best of the best. And so our first experts class was in the summer of 2016. And there was like 3 people, 4 people. I think Suni was there. Dwayne may have been there, right? We had just a couple people there. And we said, let's build upon this. This is how we're going to be a great company. This is how we're going to be premier. This is how we're going to break records every single day, no matter what the rain, the weather, wind, rain, shine, whatever. Rainy day salesman, we're going to go crush it. We're going to go crush it because of our experts. And there's nothing else like it. And we want to celebrate you. We want to recognize you. This is, in our year to connect, this is another milepost, another memory maker, a guidepost that when we look back at this year, we'll remember it, because we are in the business of furnishing life's best memories. We are memory makers, and it's not for us, it's for others. And for others, it's for you all. And this night is for you. We want it to be a very special night. We want to remember this night, about how hard this year was, how much you fought, how proud you are. How proud you are of what you will achieve this year. Some of you have already crossed, some of you are about to cross, and some of you are about to continue being experts. And we love you guys. We're proud of you. We can't do what we do without you. And there's 800 other memory makers who follow you, who watch you, who celebrate you, who are grateful for you. And then I'll tell you, there's thousands of other retail furniture companies who are watching you, who are proud of you, who are like, what are they doing at the river? And it's because of the experts. It all starts with our experts. And you take a guy like Brian Johnson, who's sick of BJ, who was sick at the beginning of the year last year, and he still got that exit velocity and cranked it up last year, and still wrote $1 million. And I'm like, Brian, man, how are you doing so much better this year? He's like, I'm just following the process. I'm just doing what I do. And he's just he's giving a credit app to everyone. So when he gets those 400 credit apps, we're gonna love it. Maybe Brian Fuller will catch you. I don't know. Maybe Keith will catch you. I don't know. Hey, marry the process, divorce the results, right? That's what we're talking about. Hey, thank you guys. Seriously, Dan, enjoy that steak. Whether you brought your fiance, your girlfriend, your daughter, your partner, your mom, your sister, brother, whoever, we're glad they're here. We're glad to celebrate with you. Thank you so much. This night's for you. And hey, here's to you all. Cheers. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Stories from the River. To check out more episodes, visit storiesfromtheriver.com. Join us again next week, and remember to like, rate, and subscribe to the podcast.